Praise the Lord, beautiful people of God. Hear the word of the Lord this morning on this second Sunday of Advent. A shoot will grow up from the stump of Jesse. A branch will sprout from his roots. The Lord's Spirit will rest upon him. A spirit of wisdom and understanding. A spirit of planning and strength. A spirit of knowledge and fear of the Lord. He will delight in fearing the Lord. He won't judge by appearances, nor decide by hearsay. He will judge the needy with righteousness and decide with equity for those who suffer in the land. He will strike the violent with the rod of his mouth. By the breath of his lips, he will kill the wicked. Righteousness will be the belt around his hips, and faithfulness the belt around his waist. Isaiah chapter 11, verses 1 through 5. In one of my favorite commentaries, this week's lectionary reading from Isaiah chapter 11 is divided on the page. Verses 1 through 5 printed on the left panel, and verses 6 through 10 on the right. Verses 1 through 5 can be summarized in one word: justice. The royal family tree is thought to be finished, cut down, a stump, and yet a sprig of hope. Unlike any other ruler who has existed, the Lord will rule with justice. The verses above shows us the rich imagery, this way of justice, a new way of existing. God's way of existing cannot evolve from any iteration of authority as we understand it. This passage is messianic prophecy. The prophet envisioned a future ideal ruler characterized by the fear of God. We as Christians cannot read this passage without seeing the character of Christ. It is at the same time both freeing and frightening to remember that the Messiah comes not to reframe our understanding of authority, but to completely recreate authority. The Messiah's authority is paired with judgment, but this judgment is lived out in new ways. It is not hearsay or based on senses. Righteousness is the new standard of judgment, and God's favor rests on the needy. This is God's justice. I'm wondering where in our experiences, both individually and collectively, we begin to feel as though we can take the justice back into our own hands. The only way we participate in justice is to strive for it as Jesus does, not by our own standards, but by the standards of the Messiah. This is the peaceable kingdom of which each of us is a citizen of. This is the royal lineage to which we pay homage. Our prayerful practice for today and through the entire season of Advent, be attentive to those you judge by your own standards. How does God see these beloved? And how are you called to exist in community with them? Amen. Once again, I'm going to encourage you to subscribe to this channel, and please pass this devotion to 5 new people and encourage them to subscribe as well. God bless you, and you have a great day.